Do you want to know more about programs in business and healthcare with flexible timetables? Then stay with us. My name is Hugo Bustamante. I'm recruitment manager for Global Studies. Don't forget that Global Studies is an educational agency that helps you to apply to different destinations. You can study in the US, in Canada, Italy, Germany, and many other destinations. You just have to contact us. You have here our WhatsApp number and our email address to ask for your free guidance session. And don't forget to follow us in our social media. You can find us as Global Studies UK in Facebook, in Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube, and you will know more about the different options that our partners can offer you. And today we are with Vishal Sharma. Welcome to our online academic camp. Now we present you apply for April 2026 University of Suffolk Pathways programs in business and healthcare with flexible timetables at London Bridge with our special guest Vishal Sharma, present the University of Suffolk. How are you, Vishal?
I'm good, Hugo. How about you?
Fine, thank you. It is a pleasure to have you here with us today. And I have here your presentation. Please tell us about the options that can offer us Suffolk, University of Suffolk, please.
Right. What I'm presenting today is London School of Commerce. It is a college based in central London at an iconic location of London Bridge. As goes on to say that education is not just about what you're learning in the class, but it is also about the networking tomorrow when people move abroad or move different places. This is a amazing point of conversation for me. I myself studied at LSE. I'm an alumni, and I mean, even when I go to California and stuff, and I tell people that I studied at London Bridge, people know, compared to me saying I studied at Middlesex or I studied at Bradford. So the location is amazing, the education is amazing, the timetables are quite flexible. You have lectures which are just 2 days, 2 hours a day and 2 days a week. So that is another plus point of studying with LSE. LSE also has foundation programs where people who don't have prior education and have a lot of work experience, they can also start studying at LSE at a foundation levels in business and health and social care. So saying that, today we are about to discuss LSE programs that are running in partnership with University of Suffolk, which is a 55th ranking university in the UK at the moment. Amazing ranking, amazing support system, amazing location, flexible timetable. I can't think of a reason why not to study at LSE. We're going to be discussing today LSE's campuses in London, in Manchester, and Birmingham. We will try to highlight the admission process, the documentation required, how each student can have the best shot to get admission. And I'll try to solve as much as questions or doubts, which I feel in general students have. So presenting London School of Commerce today. Um, Now, as I mentioned, why choose us? The locations are amazing. If people are living in London, you know that traveling to London Bridge is the easiest place to travel. You can live in East London, there's a direct train, West London, North, South, wherever. So the location is pretty good. Um, Also, like after you finish your lectures, you can walk around, you can absorb the idea of living in Britain, in London Bridge, for people who are not born in the UK and probably not born in central London. It is an amazing location. We similarly have central locations in Birmingham and Manchester. We're going to talk about it shortly. As I mentioned, the university campuses are very close to the train station. The London Bridge campus is, I would say, a minute walk from Borough High Street exit of London Bridge station. The Manchester campus is like probably a minute away from Manchester Piccadilly station as well. The Birmingham campus, however, is 7 minutes walk from the station. I apologize for that. But both other campuses are just like a minute walk from the station. The staff is quite supportive. As I said, the lectures are uh, quite flexible. For students that are like me, or anything between the age group of 21 up to 40, we have all sort of responsibilities in life. We have responsibilities of paying a rent, taking care of our family, uh, working, because London is like UK is expensive in general. So it's very difficult for us to find out time to educate ourselves. For instance, if someone is a cleaner, an Uber driver, if you're a waiter, if you're a bartender, and you are thinking like, oh my God, I mean, how long am I going to be a construction worker or a bartender? And I need to study. You need to study to get a job which is desktop based, where you can wear, I mean, business attires and climb the career ladder faster. It is not going to happen unless and until you have education. So for someone who has a busy life, bills to pay, families to take care of, you always think about how would I go back into education? The lectures would be long. So having that flexibility of studying only 2 hours a day and 2 days a week uh, is like a blessing. You don't have an excuse now to not study. The staff is quite supportive. So if students are coming from non-English speaking backgrounds, like Spanish backgrounds or Portuguese, Romanian, we have a we have a support staff. We call them teaching assistants. We also have a pyramid structure where students who are struggling to do assignments, who don't understand the British education system, they can speak to their class representative. They can speak to their teaching assistant. They can speak to their professors. They can walk into the registry and be like, hey, I'm not understanding the lectures. The professor is too fast. And unfortunately, I speak a different language as my mother tongue. The registry will help you with all the support they can. uh, there is a great range of students. So if you feel that you are 30 years old or you're 40 years old, how will I go back to the uni, sit and study with 20-year-olds? The I don't have enough confidence. You don't have to think about all of that, because LSE has a huge range of students. We have students coming from different backgrounds. We have students coming who are Ukrainian refugee schemes. We have students coming from the EU settlement backgrounds, where we have Spanish passport holders settled in the UK. We have British students who are born and brought up in the UK. We have, humanitarian students who came from the Middle East and are refugees in the UK. So we have like a wide range of people, and we have an open door policy that if you have the merit and if you can pass the interview and if you show you have the passion and desire, then you will have all the support that you would like to have from an education institution. We have people from different age group, different backgrounds, different cultures. So it is also like a melting pot for you to learn and have friends from different backgrounds as well. Um, we have access to over 70,000 study materials. Like we have a library, we have an IT lab, we provide access to our students for ebooks and digital library, where you can just read and download, and based on the ISBN numbers of the books. Um, so yeah, it's an amazing support system. The campuses I was talking about. So as you can see, the London campus is based in SE1. That's Chaucer House, White Hart Yard, SE1 1NX. People in the UK would possibly know SE1 is Southeast Zone 1, which is like the central London. The Birmingham campus would be around McLaren Building, which is probably about, as I said, 7 to 10 minutes walk, I would say, depending on your pace, from New Street Station. The Manchester Piccadilly station is also pretty close to the station, as I mentioned. So, as far as you can commute to these train stations from wherever you are, it should be a very short walk to attend the lectures, and then you can head back to your work or your home address. Now, a lot of time people have a question or a doubt about what kind of documents are required, like for instance, I had a student that moved from Ecuador to Spain and got naturalized in Spain as a Spanish national, and now has moved to the UK and been living in the UK for the last 5 years. And she had a doubt about, oh my God, I lost my bachiller from Ecuador. I don't have education. Can I become a student? Yes, you can. You can become a student based on your education. You can become a student based on your work experience. So anybody that has 5 or more years of work experience, you can gain or try to gain admission based on your work experience. However, unless and until you don't pass the interviews, your writing tests, your face-to-face verbal interviews, you cannot become a student. So there is a procedure. With regards to the documents that we require, we initially require a passport from everybody that does not have a British nationality. For the UK nationals, if you don't have a passport, your birth certificate's all right, if you're born in the UK. But for everybody else, we require a passport. Now, all the four corners of your passport picture should be visible. That is because we have a data. If you look at the passport, the bottom bit or the top bit, we have like a machine readable data, which is important. So make sure when you take a picture or you scan your passport, all the four corners are visible. We require a share code for anybody that requires a visa to stay in the UK, non-UK nationals. For the EU nationals, we require a share code. For people who are on a refugee scheme in the UK, we also require a share code. Now, the share code is a code which you can generate from the Home Office website, and we can use the share code to see your immigration status in the UK. We require a proof of address, the latest proof of address. It could be your bank statement, it could be your driver's license front and the back. It could be any utility bill that is coming under your name, like the gas bill, electricity, the water bill. So one of the address proofs. Now, we also require a personal statement for the course. Now, when you're trying to make a personal statement, it is very important for you to understand a couple of things. You are trying to write a letter to the university, expecting them to be like, wow, this is a great candidate. So it is a letter of motivation. Why did you choose to study at LSE or University of Suffolk? Like, the school expects you to do some research on the internet before you just apply. So why this university or why this school? You can write about the location being very good. You can write about the timetables being very flexible. You can write about the ranking of the University of Suffolk being pretty good. It's like uh, it has better ranking than University of Greenwich, for example, or London South Bank. The more prominent universities. So if you do a bit of research, you can figure out that the University of Suffolk is growing by the day. And if you invest in stock market and stuff, or if you're investing in your future, you should be banking on a company or a stock or a university that shows a positive cycle rather than showing a negative cycle. So you can mention all of that in your personal statement. You should try to mention about why you want to study. You know, um, for instance, if you're working as a bartender or a waiter for the last 5 years, 7 years, 8 years of your life, you can write, I've been working 7 years, 8 years as a bartender, and now I feel I've come on the threshold. Um, I cannot get bigger than that. So I want to start my business, and this is why I'm starting this course. Coming to the next document, we would require your CV or your biodata. Please make sure it is updated up to the latest current situation. Education, if you have anything, we need a picture or a PDF, your previous bachelor or baccalaureate or whatever you studied from wherever. And an EU settlement letter for students who have got a settlement status in the UK. You must have received an email from the Home Office which mentions that your status is settled, pre-settled, indefinite leave to remain. So probably that letter you can just download from the email and send it to Global Studies, and that should be fine. Now, an important aspect is for students who are EU nationals, we would require for the last 6 months of pay slips when you apply. That is because when you're trying to apply for your student finance loans, everybody um, that has access to public funds can get the tuition fee. But to get the maintenance money, that the money which comes into your bank account for you to maintain your lifestyle, um, you need to be someone who is earning an income as a EU national. You cannot be unemployed EU national and also get, money in your bank account to maintain your lifestyle, because you don't have responsibilities. So if you have any sort of income based stream, please provide last 6 months pay slips. That can make your life and everybody's life easier. However, if you do not want to take a maintenance based loan, and you only want to take a tuition fee based loan, please mention that to global studies, and I'll try to mention that to the admission team, and perhaps we should not have a problem. um, what can you study? What sort of courses LSE is providing at the moment? As I mentioned, we have two different kinds of courses. We have a certificate of higher education in business, because uh, let's say you don't have any education background, or you have an education background that doesn't have the same level for you to join bachelor straight away. It is like a pathway program for you. You can study the foundation year, where you're going to learn how to do assignments, how to do research, what is the concept of plagiarism. I cannot copy just things from internet, paste it on my assignment and submit it, because then I did not do any work myself. So the school expects you to do research on the internet, understand the concept, and then type it in your own words. That is called non-plagiarized work, which means nothing is copied and pasted. So when people coming from abroad, like outside the UK, they don't understand the concept of plagiarism. So when we put you straight into the bachelor's, it might become very difficult for you to pass at the first year. You might fail. And then you might be disappointed. You might feel bad for yourself. Your confidence is going to tank. So the good thing is, this course comes with a foundation year. Foundation year is just going to create your foundation before your building starts getting constructed. You're going to learn everything about the education system in the UK. There are no exams in the foundation year, so that will help you to understand the concept of research, assignment making, presentation making, and stuff like that. You can study business, or you can study health and social care. And once you study these two programs, you uh, after 2 years, you can qualify to go on a level 5 or year 2 of bachelor's in the respective field. um, Now, the breakdown of registration. Now, what is the process of registration? The process of registration, in simply put, for me, would be from the point of you having a dream to change your life, to the point of you trying to making an effort that, okay, I'm going to start studying in the university. You have to understand the whole process, how you're going to deal with things, because your ultimate goal is to register with the university and get your student ID and your timetable. Because till that point of time, me or global studies have to help you. But once you get a timetable in your student ID, you just have to attend the classes and study. So we would try to assist you throughout the process, where you get your registration done and your student ID card printed. Now, during the registration, you first have to provide the documents to Global Studies. We upload the document. We get you interviewed. Let's say you pass the interview, face to face, writing test, everything. Now you have to apply for student loan. You have to create a student finance account and apply for student loan online. You could try to do it yourself, or you could try to use an assistance from Global Studies. Ugo and his team will try to help you out how to do it. So you're completely covered. So don't think, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. Process is so difficult. You have a team here to help you, to make sure you can achieve your dreams. Once you apply for your loan, we have to apply for a data capture. Now, data capture is the process where Suffolk will send you a link. You have to click on that link. You go to the website of the university and you write your own data. This is my name. This is my phone number. This is my email address. If in case I fall sick or I faint in the school, call my wife, call my girlfriend, call my boyfriend, and you're going to give their names and phone numbers. So in case there is a problem, the school knows how to help you. If you want to apply for a council tax benefit letter, like, once you become a student, you don't have to pay council taxes. So uh, how would the school know which address they need to provide a letter for? So you, on the data capture, you're going to give all the information, and based on that, the school is going to help you and assist you. Offer and enrollment. So once you provide your data, the school is going to provide you an offer letter that we would like to offer you a certificate of higher education with foundation year. Would you accept it? So log into the same portal where you did your data capture from and just accept your offer. After you accept your offer, the school will invite you for enrollment. You have to go to the school physically, prove that you've applied for the loan, show your data capture is done, show that you accepted your offer, and they will give you a student ID card and a timetable to start attending the lecture. That's the whole registration process. Um, Once your registration is done, you become a student, and that's it. So it is as simple as that. Uh, if you have any questions, I'm here to answer, and I'm pretty much sure Global Studies can also assist you with that.
Thank you, Vishal. Yes, here we have a question, and it is related to how long in advance students need to apply, please.
So I would say as quickly as you can. We have multiple intakes now. A lot of times, um, we have the next intake, which is potentially April. After April, we might have June. We most definitely will have June. After June, we'll have nothing in July, but we may run an intake in August. Then nothing in September. We may run an intake in October. There are about 6 to 7 intakes in a year that the uni runs. So even if you miss a intake, you can go for the next one. Um, in terms of planning, I would say that you should potentially start your paperwork 2 months at least before your target intake. So, for instance, if you're targeting to study in April, by Feb, you should start your application process, because the whole month of Feb, as soon as, I mean, you think it is a very, very easy process, but then once you provide your documents, sometimes the documents are not perfect. The uni replies back to you, upload a new passport, you know, and then you have to do an English test, and then you have to do a writing test, face-to-face interview. You might be busy. So 2 months, I would say, is a very good buffer to start the paperwork, to do the process. If you feel your confidence is low that you can speak English very fluently, but you can't write, because frankly speaking, I myself, I don't have writing practice. I type, and during the interview, you have to go and write 300-word answer. So this 2 months is enough for you to train you for the writing test, face-to-face interview, build your confidence that you can go and actually give it a shot for an interview, apply for a loan, start the paperwork, do your data capture. um, yeah, so I think at this point, people should start applying for April intake already. Yeah. Um,
Yes.
Also, I would like to explain one more thing, that bear in mind that every university has a minimum and maximum number of students they can put inside a classroom. So if LSC decides that they can put maybe 100 students in a class, and they will run 6 classes like that, 6 different batches, batch A, batch B, batch C, they can take about 600 students. Now, just to let you know, LSE interviews about 80 to 90 students every day. So if everybody passed, LSE can get 600 students in like 1 week, you know. So my suggestion is always, like, as soon as you make your plan, just don't waste time, just get into the process, because everybody, once you understand the process, it's a 2-day lecture, 2 hours a day. No university in the UK is running programs that flexible. So as soon as it's there in the market, it comes out of the kitchen like hotcakes. It's gone. Like everybody wants a piece of it. So don't waste your time. Try to be as quick as possible. Yeah.
Yes, that is important, because as you say, we are here as Global Studies to help the students. So we can guide you about all the documentation that Vishal was talking about, and we can help you with all the application process. Please don't forget to contact us. Remember, here are data for contact, and we will be happy to have you applying with LSC. And Vishal, what other advice can you give the students that want to start their programs this year with you?
For me, I would possibly advise everybody that I feel from my experience, I just feel that I have students that have a very good caliber. Like the other day, I spoke to a student, and she's from Romania, and she used to work in real estate in Bucharest. And she told me that 9 years she's been in the UK, and she works at Subway or McDonald's. And and I spoke to her, and I was like, "What are you doing with your life?" You know, because the more you delay this process of not starting your education in the UK, the more you are going away from your dreams. And once you cross a certain age, a certain sense of responsibility, like you become a father or you become a mother, uh, life only gets more difficult, you know. So if you have, the idea is, why do you want to become a construction worker or a I mean, I'm nothing bad about construction workers or waiters, or but all of us are humans. We are trying to upgrade our lives, so we can provide our families a better lifestyle. uh, the more you are taking time to get this degree, the more you're getting away from your dream job or your dream business. The more you're getting away from your dream job and dream business, the more you are suppressing or putting yourself down from um, getting a better income source. Like a construction worker is always going to make less money than someone who's running a construction agency or a construction company, right? And that person is always going to make less money compared to the builders and stuff. So there is a chain of stuff. The more you are stuck in your current lifestyle and your comfort level, the more you're getting away from improving or evolving in life. So I understand that it's not easy. You have tough lives, you have very busy schedules, you have rents to pay, you have bills to pay, you have things to take care of. But I'm pretty much sure you can take out 4 hours in a week. You know, um, um, we have students coming from all around the world, and I've spoken to people from Asia, I've spoken to people from Africa, I've spoken to people from Latin America. No country around the world gives so much of help and support, like the money in your bank account to study, helping you for free tuition. I mean, not free with a loan, but helping you with the tuition fee, helping you with the money in your bank to maintain your lifestyle. And the only thing the government is trying to be like, okay, rather than taking benefits, become an income tax paying situation, entity, like contribute to the society. That's what the government wants. And yeah, so you can upgrade. My advice would be, um, do not wait for tomorrow. Try to get in touch with one of your student advisors from global studies. Try to request like a counseling session. Be like, hey, Hugo, uh, can I request a counseling session? I saw your seminar, and I saw your podcast. He's very approachable, and just like that, the team is quite educated, quite knowledgeable. They can help you with your career guidance. If you feel you're stuck in life but you don't know what to do next, like, I'm a cleaner for the last 9 years. I don't know what I can do. I don't think I can become a software engineer or a doctor or a scientist, but try to at least ask. Maybe Hugo has an idea how to make you a business developer, how to help you to start your own business. Get a good British education. So the first step would be, don't be afraid. Try to pick up your phone, try to dial, try to drop a text, try to make an effort to be like, this is my situation. I'm a single father or a single mother with 2 kids. I work Mondays and Tuesdays between 10 and 5. I don't have a lot of hours, you know, how do you have any university, any college, anything you can help me with? And then I'm not saying just with regards to LSE, I'm just saying with regards to your own life. You know, if LSE is not the best choice for you, it's okay. You know, Hugo might give you a plan B or a plan C, you know. But my request for everybody is step up, you know, and make your children proud of you. Um, uh, yeah, I mean, step one is very, very important. Ask for the documents, take the career guidance counseling session. They will help you, and you have a whole support system. They will help you with the paperwork, they'll help you to prepare you for the interviews, they will help you to apply for the loan, they will help you in each and every step of the process, so you don't feel like, oh my god, I didn't know I had to accept my offer. They will tell you that your offer is out, you know, log in and accept it. Are you ready for loan application? They will possibly give you a call and have a Zoom session and help you with the whole loan application. So more than this, it's I don't know what Google and me can do to change your life. But yeah, my suggestion is take the first step. It's the most difficult, but most important.
Thank you, Vishal. That is true. You have to take the first step, and Global Studies will be here to help you apply. And if you have more questions, we can contact Vishal to help you with this too. And don't forget, we are ready to help you to apply. And just contact us. Start today. Thank you, Vishal. Really, thank you for this time with us.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for
Well,
having me.
to the students that want to apply to study at University of Suffolk, don't forget to contact us. You have here our WhatsApp number, our email address, yes, and you can ask for your free guidance session. Don't forget that going ahead with the online academic camp, we will present Stella Leguizamon on Wednesday, February 18 at 9:30 a.m. with the topic Start Your Career Early, Internships and Work Experience During Your Degree. We will be waiting for you. Bye, Michelle, and thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being with us today.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Michelle.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.